Can the divine work with anyone at any stage of their belief? Yes, it can. Hello, and today's weekend insight is going to be about what do God's anointed ones do against opposition. And so I just want to see what headspace we're in regards to this. So I'm going to choose a victor versus victim card. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my anointed ones, please come forward and share. And by the way, if you aren't one, it's not that important, because if you want to be one, you can be one. You can act, you should act like whatever you're doing is for the good of God, for God's cause, for the good of all humanity, okay? Not just for you, not just for your country, not just for your pocket, but for all of us. So, and that is how you become an anointed one if you don't feel like one. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, please come forward and share if we are in the right headspace in regards to how to stay in our anointed one mentality. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the anointed ones or the ones who would like to be, please come forward and share. Are we in our victor or victim mentality? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good. And we got victim. So I'm tapping into martyrs. And so you might not see yourself as a martyr, but you might or you might not. But in either case, confirmation with the plane passing by. Whichever way you view yourself, this is just saying that, if you do something for the right reasons, it will always help. Okay? Because if you do a good thing but for the wrong reasons, when the people who have received the good deed understand that it was not for a good reason, while they might kind of resent the good deed, if you know what I mean. So now let's see what scripture card will best help us in this situation in regards to how to act when we receive a good deed that was not necessarily in the right headspace. And this card came out pointing towards the left. Psalm book 139 verse 13. Okay. And it says, "For you created my inmost being. You knitted me together in my mother's womb." For you created me in my inmost being. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. This is speaking to God. And now how can we that must have been some hefty energy I just transmuted or moved, because it made me yawn. So the way to know that you are doing something good for the right reasons is by knowing who you are doing it for. Is the ultimate beneficiary of this thing of the action that you are doing only you, only your country, your culture, or is it a good that will help the collective? And that is the one question that you must ask yourself before doing anything to make sure that it is good for the collective. All right? So, my question to you is, what thinking pattern goes through your mind before you do anything? Ponder that.